Hey everyone, Jen at Ink Paper Rubber here. Happy Friday to all of you. Are you looking forward to the weekend? I just wanted to pop in here. We got in a shipment today, and this includes more of the Tim Holtz Sizzix Chapter 3 release, and I know some of these things some of you have been waiting on, so I wanted to be sure and share it with you. And a couple other goodies that came in today as well. So let's just jump right to it. As I mentioned, we got in more of the Tim Holtz Chapter 3 release dies with Sizzix. These are the seasonal dies, the holiday dies, the Halloween and Christmas. And definitely I encourage you, if you're thinking about it, you might want to grab these. Some of these are probably sure to go very quickly. It is August, you guys. I can't believe it. That means that it's time to really get serious about your Halloween and fall and Christmas crafting, and a lot of these products will really get you some good ideas on that. So let's jump in. The first thing I want to show you is the window frame Biggs die. This one, as you can see, has quite a few pieces. It has the base piece, it has the centerpiece. Hey there, Jan. It's got some molding and trim pieces, so it really lets you build a really three-dimensional looking window. And just like some of the other dies in this release, this one I think was originally designed for Halloween. You can see it has kind of a little bit of a wonky, not quite square edge look to it, but there's actually also some really great samples using it for Christmas and really just about any time. Same thing is true of this one. This one is the Cauldron Biggs die, and you look at this one and you definitely think Halloween, but actually I've seen as many, if not more, samples using this for Christmas. One really cute sample people have been using this for is for Santa's pack that he carries his gifts in, and I have some samples that I will show you of that. This is one that was actually designed for Christmas. This is the Fireside die. This is a Thinlits die, and I say it was designed for Christmas because, of course, you can see it has the garland and the ribbon and the stockings that you can hang there by the chimney, but you leave those off, and this would be great for Halloween or any time. And I really like this. I think it has a little bit of a Dr. Seuss look to it with those long stockings, and I love the flames in there. And in fact, I can totally see taking those flames and have them coming out of the cauldron. So lots of fun ways you can use this and even mix and match. You can see once again, this does come with quite a few different pieces, which means that it really, you can cut it out of different papers, different colors, do different inking and distressing techniques on it, and really get a really dimensional look with this die. This next one, again, it kind of lends itself towards Halloween, but I think there's elements on it that you could use all year round. This one is called Regions Beyond, and it comes with the crystal ball, and of course that crystal ball is designed to fit the dimensional domes that came out last year, but there's lots of other fun elements that go along with it. You have these potion bottles, some keys. I love this book with the quill pen. These candles are great, and they make great drippy Halloween candles, but I've also seen people use them for Christmas. So again, multiple uses out of the same die. All right, this one definitely lends itself to Christmas. This is the Christmas Circle Words, and this one is great. Again, it works with the dimensional domes. You have these extra circle dies. One that if you want to turn this into an ornament, you can use them as is and just cut it into your background, but you can also use this larger circle die here to cut it out and cut out the entire circle and even make an ornament. There is the ornament topper and the hanging hook that you can use. There is even this smaller solid circle that you can use as a backer behind there. So really, Tim has thought of everything with this one. And not only is this in and of itself great, but those words are also designed to fit inside the wreath and the snowflake dies. So you can cut those out and do one of these words in the center of it. So lots and lots of possibilities with that one. This last die that I have to show you has definitely been one of the most popular, and I think with good reason. It is so cute. This one is called Santa's Helper, and you have this cute little elf silhouette. You get lots of different packages. You get some candy. I will point out that those packages he's holding, those are separate, so he does not have to be holding packages if you don't want him to. He could be holding whatever you want him to hold. And there's even some great applications where they have taken these package lids, and you can kind of see there in the center, and they have turned them into books. I'm going to show you a great Halloween sample where they have used those lids and used them to do a stack of books. All right, a few other things to show you. One is I got back in one of the Creative Expressions gilding polishes. This is the Pearl Luster. It is one we've had before. It's been quite a while since we first started carrying these, but I was playing with it the other day and really fell in love with it again. At first you think, oh, it's not a color, it's just kind of pearly. Why do I need that? But I used it on some paper that I used with the Tim Holtz Star Trim Impresslet. This is a combination embossing folder and die all in one. And I took just some regular cardstock. I actually prefer regular cardstock for the impresslets that's not quite so thick as some of the shimmer or mirror cardstock. I feel like I get a deeper impression. This is just some plain white cardstock that I first came in with my Pearl Luster gilding polish and colored just my flat piece of cardstock. And then I came in and I cut it with the impresslet, and I just love this. I think that color, it's so rich and so beautiful, and of course the detail that you get with that impresslet is amazing. But what's even better, I took the same Pearl Luster gilding polish and I took some solid black cardstock. So it started out just regular old black cardstock, and I used the Pearl Luster on it, and I did do 3 coats of the Pearl Luster on here. It dries pretty quickly, so you don't have to wait that long before you apply your additional coats. And because of that black base that I used, you can see how that makes it almost have a silver look. There it is compared to on the white cardstock. Is exactly the same gilding polish, just on different colors of cardstock. So you can see what a difference that makes. You can really use it on any color of cardstock. It's not really transparent. It is fairly opaque, but this is just a piece of light blue cardstock, and this is just one coat. I just used some of my leftovers. And so while it pretty much covers that color up, the color that's underneath there definitely affects your finished result. So keep that in mind. You can get different looks with the same color just depending on what cardstock you put it on. All right, for those of you who are magazine fans, we did get in the latest issue of Rubber Stamp Madness. This is the fall issue. This is a really cute cover, a really cute piece that they did on here. And we also got in the Authentique Twilight cut-aparts. We got the rest of the papers in last week, but the cut-aparts were on back order, but they came in today. I love them. They are great vintage Halloween cut-aparts. These are all 3 inches by 4 inches, so they are perfectly sized to use on your A2 cards. And as I mentioned, we got in last week the other papers in this line that coordinate with that. All right, let me show you a few samples using the Tim Holtz dies. Here you can see that cauldron has been used, as I mentioned, to make Santa's pack, and it's combined there with the Santa's helper die and filled the pack with all of the presents. Here is a sample of the fireplace. You can see there, and actually I believe that is the wreath die hanging above the fireplace. And there you can see the candles from Regions Beyond, and they make perfectly respectable Christmas candles on the mantle of the fireplace. Here is a sample with the circle words. I love this card. I think that is gorgeous. They have done them as ornaments, so you can see what I mentioned there if you cut them out as ornaments. I'm not sure that those have the dimensional domes in them. I don't think they do. I think they're just little shakers, but as I said, the dimensional domes fit in there. Here is another sample using Santa's helper to make a cute little card. Here is a sample, so there's all kinds of things on here. It uses the present lids from the Santa's Helper to create the books. It's using the Regions Beyond. You can see there the crystal ball and the potion bottle. There you can see the windows on either side of the fireplace. They've just cut one and then cut it in half and use that to flank the fireplace. And again, there you can see the candles from the Regions Beyond. So lots of different ways to use the same products. Here is another example of that fireplace being used on a Halloween project. And there is, that's the window. They just didn't use all the trim on it, and so it looks like a little bit different window there. Here is a case of the cauldron actually being used as a Halloween cauldron. And because that is a Big's die, it means that it's easy to cut it out of felt or fabric, and so they've created this cute little pillow here with it. Alrighty, that is all that I have for you today. Lots of good stuff came in this week. I hope if you're out and about, you will stop by and see us this weekend. Have a great day, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye.